Hello, children. How are you? I hope you're all fit and fine and having fun at home. No? You feel bored sometimes. Okay, then here is an idea to kill your boredom. Why not read a good book? And let's start with a novel in your syllabus. This is your English teacher, and here I am with your video lesson number 3 of week number 1, and it is about a novel, Journey to the Center of the Earth. It seems interesting, but before starting it, let's discuss what is a novel. A novel is a long printable story about imaginary characters and events. It has a plot and a story that is unfolded by the actions, speech, and thoughts of the characters. There are many types of novels, like mystery, fantasy, science fiction. I like mostly science fiction because these kinds of novel took to the places you have never imagined of. The novel which we are going to read is A Journey to the Center of the Earth is a historical science fiction. It was first published in 1864. It was a huge success. Learning goals. My goal is to get you introduced to the author of the novel, who is Julius Verne, and most of all to develop a habit of reading in you, because I love reading and I always advise my students to read good books, as books are good company. Author Julius Verne. Let us talk about Julius Verne and his life and his work. He was born in France in 1828. He is the son of a lawyer. His father also wanted him to be a lawyer, and he sent him to Paris to study law. But Julius was more interested in poetry and literature. He started writing short stories and poetry when he was in boarding school. Mostly he wrote about science fiction. He wrote books about technological innovations. He was far ahead of his time. Mostly his books include traveling to the strange places. He wrote books about spacecrafts and submarines well before these things were even invented. In 1865, his famous books, The Adventures of Captain Hatteras and Journey to the Center of the Earth, were published. Here are some of his famous novels. This is Journey That Is Impossible, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Journey to the Center of the Earth, Around the World in 80 Days. Have you read this novel? I know you have read it in your previous class. Remember Professor Phileas Fogg? And From the Earth to the Moon. All these novels are about traveling to the strange places. Now we will discuss the novel Journey to the Center of the Earth. It is an interesting science fiction. Professor Lindenbrock, who is a professor of mineralogy and geology, found a manuscript. What is a manuscript? A manuscript is a piece of paper written by hand or in typed form. It was a coded message. Professor Lindenbrock decoded this message with the help of his nephew Axel and find that it is a map to the center of the earth. He was very excited and he immediately set off for the journey to the center of the earth with his nephew. During the journey, they met many strange things and at times were at the verge of death. But Professor remained steadfast and complete his journey. He became more famous after the journey to the center of the earth. So, who are the main characters of the story? There are only 3 characters in this novel. First is Professor Lindenbrock. He is a professor at the Johannenum University in Hamburg, Germany. He is a hardworking and optimistic man. He never ever gives up and believes in good ending. He is also stubborn, prideful, and single minded in his endeavors. Then it's Axel. Axel is Professor Lindenbrock's nephew. He lives with Professor after the death of his parents. He is also interested in Earth and its minerals. When Professor decides to go to the journey to the center of the Earth, he tries to stop him, but later joins the adventure too. Axel is pessimistic about the course of the trip, which he believes will end with his death. Hans is a Icelandic guide who accompanies Professor and Axel to the journey to the center of the Earth. Your tasks for today are to read chapter number 1 of the novel and complete the exercise at the back. Recap what we have done today. We have learned about the life history and work of the famous author Julius Verne and get an introduction of his novel Journey to the Center of the Earth. Thank you for listening to me. Start reading the novel and start enjoying it. Allah Hafiz. Take care.